in disguise. Like the fires, no hollow calls. YouTube talk and going halls. Heroes fall, another rise. Echoes shatter, break the skies. Damn straight chaos in our veins. Let's rock without the chains. Valhalla's echoes scream tonight. Mischief blurs between the light. Kiss my dad as rebels might. Electric souls igniting, let's fight. Igniting, let's fight. Morning shadows, tricks and traps. Warrior hearts feeling gaps. Light the fires, let it burn. From every lesson we will learn. Laughing gods play their games. Frustrations howling our names. Shattered dreams by dawn's first ray. Scenes of madness here to stay. Valhalla's chorus channels loud. Rebel spirits breaking proud. Pounding chants, no end in sight. Crazed and broken, ready to fight. Stone cold Loki rise. Like the fires burn the skies. Kick the tires, make it roar. Feel the power, want it more. Iron mark, burst your soul. Wrench your wrenches, let's roll. Christ sees the day. Project Story time shows way. Scroll and talk and roll now. Light the fires, here's how. Feel the thunder, wild and free. Unleash the flame for all to see. Loki's magic, fierce and bright. Mark and Chris fight the fight. Tools of passion in their hands. Project Storytime takes a stand. Gather round, let's ride. Feel the heat deep inside. Skull and tuck and roll, Jack. Hearts on fire, lead the pack. Skull and tuck and roll now. Loki will show you how. Feel the thunder, wild and free. Unleash the flame for all to see.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to YouTube Talk here on Mornings of Mischief. What did you say, Mary?
I said nice.
Oh, good
I like
morning.
that one.
Good morning to everybody. How's everybody out there doing? Welcome to YouTube Talk here on Mornings of Mischief. I, of course, am your host, Stone Loki, and with me today are two absolutely wonderful individuals, the one and only Adega Outlaw. How are you doing, my friend?
Good morning. It's kind of exciting to be working for Mary.
The Mad Doctor, and of course, the one and only delicious. She is deliciously evil, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, he moved her. Mary's game room. How are you doing, Mary?
I have
I'm
powers.
doing good. I'm doing good.
Apparently, somebody else liked it. He's like, "Skull and tuck and roll now." Good morning, Snowed Up. Good morning, everybody out there. Good morning. I kind of miss doing the, good morning and everybody, but I'm really loving messing with the new music. So Gun Bunny is here. Good morning, Gun Bunny. Mark the Infinitely Tired is here. Chris Persia, the Wrench of Wrenches. I threw the wrenches into the music this morning.
I noticed.
Penny, good morning, Penny. How are you doing? Good morning. It's good to see you, Penny. Let's see who else we got. Keely Chow, Roll Tide, Keely, Roll Tide, brother. It is good to see you. Good morning. Good morning, Keely. Project Cambrian is here. How are you doing, brother? Hopefully you are doing well and you're having a good week because it's hump day. Yeah, it is hump day on Mornings of Mischief, and we're gonna do some YouTube talk today. And at some point later this morning, I'm gonna ask my guests, have you Have you ever dealt with any drama on YouTube?
I love how you look
No,
at me like you say
never.
that. Oh my God.
Andy Masterson, good morning. Good morning, Andy. Good morning, man. I saw your your stuff for Echo Base. Absolutely legendary, brother. Absolutely legendary. Coach has the comb over, and Nick just the beard. All of it looked absolutely 100% grade A badass, dude. Congrats. That is such kick-ass figures, man. You are a master craftsman. Southern Viking says, good morning, Valhalla. What is up, Southern Viking? Good morning. Olds Gamer 72 Cutlass is here. Good morning, my friend. Good morning. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Good morning, man. Good morning. Who else we got? We got Gary Banjo Sandwich Worthington says, I'm dancing because it's hump day. It's hump day. And we're on the YouTube talk. What's up, brother? Good morning. Good morning. Someday somebody's going to clip that and be like, he's dancing to something weird. They'll do something.
No one wants to see
9. Yeah, nobody wants to see that. I agree with the Adega. Nobody wants to see that. Snortapoo Skewer, my favorite polar bear on YouTube. What is up, dude? Skull. Good morning, my friend. And of course, as we said earlier, Skull and Tuck and Roll now. from Stowed Up. What's up, brother? How are you doing? Good morning, my friend. Good morning. It is good to see you. Project Storytime. Did we just get a shout out? Yes, you just got a shout out in the intro song. Yes, you did. There is more. There is a library. I think I hit 200 songs yesterday as I was
Oh my
working on
gosh.
that. Well, not all of them come out right, so it's all work in progress. So there's a lot in there that's like, no, and some really good alternates. I'm keeping the alternates and I'm saving some of the alternates because they came out really good. I just like one more than the other. So Walter Tomoscu, good morning. Good morning, my friend. Hopefully you are doing well. We're going to get the show on the road here in just a minute. Pat S., what's up? It's Pats. Good morning, Pats. Good morning. All right. Grumpy Old Marine Bet is over on the Rumble. He says, howdy, y'all. Howdy, brother. Hopefully you're doing well. Good morning. Good morning. Let's get this show on the road. All right. If I missed anybody, throw me a shout. A lot of camels in the chat today. A lot of camels because it's hump day. It is Wednesday, and we're going to do the YouTube talk thing. So we've got Mary here. What is up, Mary? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Absolutely great. How's everyone else?
I'm good.
Good.
I don't know about
Feeling kind
Adega.
of special.
Adega, what's up, brother? How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
He's
Not doing
hanging
too bad.
in
Yeah, trying to be busy when I can. No, it's mornings suck for me, but this one is. I can't tell you how honored it is to be able to help Mary, and the thumbnail kind of shows doing a little charity work for the kids once again, and I was really excited when she asked me to find a facility, and so I'm excited this morning. So thank you, Mary.
You're welcome.
Let me get that thumbnail up. Go ahead, Mary.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
I look
Looks
like
like
I'm lost there, but there's nothing new.
it looks like we're juggling the hospital and Loki and Mark's in there and your avatar. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, so explain to everybody what exactly is going on, Mary. What are we doing?
We are in the fifth year of the charity, and I asked Adega if he would like to pick a hospital that was near and dear to him, and he has chosen Coral Health, where his son's doctor has a practice. So I have actually worked with the hospital. I've emailed them back and forth, and they have agreed that all the extra life funds will go to her practice. So that is what we're doing this year. And the theme this year is, can you give without expecting anything in return? So I am doing no prizes. I might do something at the end, but I think when we did the launch, Adega had a great idea of anything just going to the hospital. So I know Apollo's Minion is doing this one of those diamond paintings, and I think it's
Ooh.
the ring. She sent me a picture of it. It's the ring from Lord of the Rings, and we're just going to donate it to the hospital, and they can hang it on their wall. So I thought that was a neat idea. And anything else that comes through, I'm just gonna send on. I had a prize last year, Lord of the Rings Risk. It was not claimed, so I'm just gonna send it to the hospital. So that
Nice.
is our theme this year. So same old song and dance. It's just a different hospital, and it is near to Adega. And I'm gonna let him speak a little about that hospital and their practice if he wants to. That's what we're about.
Well, it is. It's. I'll tell you, when we used to live in Arizona when my son was really small, and to get services there was a nightmare. Even if you're paying cash, it didn't matter, or you're trying to go through, have things done for school. And so we decided it was time to up and leave, and then we did some investigation, and that's why we ended up in Michigan. But when we found that, I cried because I had no idea that someone or some facility could provide so much stuff for children for special
Mm,
needs. And the place that you're donating to, the doctor there, when we first got there, she was newer, but she really had a good vision. And I'm trying to think, it's probably close to 4,000 square foot annex to the hospital. So it uses the
mm,
same parking lot, but it's separate. And they have a special needs facility on the outside so kids can play in like
mm,
a little playground. But inside, there is a couple of large rooms for therapy, exercise equipment, those type of things for the kids, test out wheelchairs and walkers and those type of things, and several different rooms. You know, you would think a regular facility would have this, but what is unique about it is it's an all-inclusive type thing for um, they'll have speech therapists, occupational therapists, psychologists, neurologists. They all come and they'll have workshops where one child can go and visit all of them in one shot instead of having to make multiple appointments.
mm,
And there is also, and this is why I think it was really nice of you to donate everything to them. They have something which I found, and it's probably not unique, but it was for us when we discovered it. They have something that's called SIBS, and it is for the other children in the family. What a lot of people don't realize, you know, if you have one special needs and there's another child in the family, sometimes they feel left out because of all the
mhm,
attention's going to the special needs, or sometimes
mhm.
they feel overworked or what have you. And they have this group therapy for the siblings of people who are
Wow.
special needs. And they play games and they do various different things. And so donating, like you had talked about some of the board games and some other things, it's going to go perfectly well. It's just a brilliant, wonderful idea that you had.
Awesome. Yeah, I've experienced that firsthand. My brother has two children. Both of my nephews have autism, and one is a lot. He's on the spectrum a whole lot more than the one, and a lot of the times I think he feels neglected. I think he even has a little bit of a stutter sometimes because of it. Like he doesn't know what to say when the other one is, at that high point and going, yeah. So that's cool. That's neat to know that they have that there.
So when did you decide that this is what you were going to do married this year?
Okay, so last year was rough. And I've been wanting to kind of take a break. and I almost thought I would do that this year. But a lot of stuff happened at the end of the year that really turned me off, and I almost left YouTube.
Oh,
Uh,
that will that be our drama talk
we
later?
can.
Or
Okay, we
okay.
can. We can. Well, I decided that, I wanted to do it again, and a couple of people gave me some ideas. I won't mention his name because he's anonymous right now, but he was like, why don't you do it and just go back to the basics? Just do it small. Don't do prizes. Just, it's for the kids. That's what it's all about. It's not about everything else. So that's what I decided to do, and I just started it a little bit late, but I've started this late before, and we pushed through it. It was great. So that's what we're going to do. And I've been wanting to do Adega's Hospital for a couple years now. It just with things going on. I think right after I did your hospital, Loki, I did a critical funding, and then last year's was kind of small, and I just did our hospital again here. So I was excited. It's something I'd been thinking about doing, and when I do them, I was thinking about, rotating it around and YouTubers that have impacted me. I wanted to include them in it. So I do think next year I will take a break. This will be the 5th year, so I figured after 5 years, let's take a breather. I've got some personal things going on that I want to focus on next year, and then we'll come back big and strong. So that was why.
Okay, what led to picking Adega's Hospital?
Adega's awesome. He was on the
Keep talking. Keep going. Keep on. You're
the
making
very
my morning
first
better.
one of the very first streams I was ever on was here with Loki. It was a Thursday night in 2020, and you had me on at the very beginning of your show to just promote the charity. I barely knew you, just getting started in Valhalla. And Adega was on there because y'all were talking about history. It was it was Loki and Adega, Daybob, and Ramling Canuck, I believe. And maybe one other person, but actually I think Mark was on there for the history show, if I'm not mistaken. So y'all had me on in like the very beginning. That was like my first time ever really being on YouTube. I was real shy and I was like, I don't know what to talk about. But I remember Adega talking a lot, and he said, you don't realize that when, when family is sick, how it impacts the other family, like spouses of their, of the person that's sick. And I don't know, it just, Adega has always, been in the back of my head and I remember, I think in Loki's Discord, he mentioned something one time like, can someone truly give and not expect anything in return? Have you ever known someone like that? And that just kind of resonated with me and stuck with me. And I thought that it would be great to pick Adega.
And guys, just in case you want to donate, there is a pinned comment from Mark in the chat that has a link. Also, the link for the charity is in the description of this video.
Sweet. And
So
I think I did get a donation because I got some kind of alert. So I'll pull it up in just a second. But go ahead.
Adega, what did you initially think when Mary came to you and was like, "This is what I want to do"?
Well, it's like I said, I was surprised, but I instantly knew where, because she asked, that facility that I would know of, and it took me a while to get in contact and read the right people, but there was very few places that I thought would be appropriate. To give you an idea, you guys know I'm retired doc, and I am probably one of the worst cynics when it comes to healthcare because I don't trust hardly anybody. I have seen, and I know everyone here has probably seen some errors and not realizing, that the care was subpar. The people are just in it for the money, various different aspects of healthcare where you'll see things. And when you find a doc or a facility or something that is genuine. Um, it's hard to come by. And again, that's part of the reason why we moved to Michigan for my son. And it was strictly for my son. You'll do anything for your kids.
Yes.
And um, we found a couple of doctors there. We went to University of Michigan right off the jump, and then I had arguments with their heads of neurology and embarrassed them in front of their students because they didn't know what they were doing. And I had a talk with another professional recently, doc, and um, this is something that you guys really need to pay attention to. Is the vast majority of, they call them physicians, that come out now, I would trust a nurse more, because the physicians are trained to follow flow charts and to uh, fill in the little dots on their charts and peg medications or surgeries into symptoms instead of actually being a analyst and taking all the information and then finding out and listening to the patient and figuring out why are they sick and what is the best way to help them cope with life, if not get better. You'll find very few that can do that. Dr. Young's at this facility is one where she would look at the children and the family and do her absolute best to find solutions for the difficulties that they had. And so when Mary said, hey, how can I help? Which facility do you think would be best? Right to the top of the list.
Yeah.
Like I said, it took me a while, but I wish I could show you guys what this is like, and maybe I could figure out some way of doing that, or I could talk with her, because we actually became well acquainted. I had her phone number for a while before, and my phones are horrible. Loki could tell you I have bad luck with electronics. But maybe I could see about her and something that they would do where they could film the aftermath and what happens with the kids so you guys will see that it wasn't just something that went out to the ether, but you actually, with your charity, are changing lives and making people happy.
Mhm. That would be great. That would be awesome. And sometimes I have hospitals, like the one I did near Loki, they sent me a bunch of stuff. They sent me, like, I think a postcard with pictures, and they sent me a plaque, and yeah, they actually directly emailed me and stuff, so that could happen as well.
What
I hope so.
what is over the years you've been doing this, Mary? What has changed the most for you over the last 5 years?
Hmm. In regards to the charity, let's see. Um, I think I meet new people every year that I do it, so that's awesome. I learn a little bit more each year about certain people. That we'll talk about that later.
Oh,
But then I'm amazed. It like, because usually it's the same. I get different people that donate, but sometimes it's the same people every year. They come back every year and donate, and it's just it amazes me that people would do it. In times like this, that people invest in this when they could invest in something else, even though we all know that this is a great cause. Um, but I've been doing this 5 years straight, and I'm like, oh, eventually they're going to be like, oh, here's Mary again with her charity, it. And it just amazes me that each year. Now, I'm not going to say we will this year. I'm praying that we do, but it amazes me that I meet the goal every year. Last year was just insane, and I did that with no, major incentives. Like, we that second year we were going to shave Mark's head if we got to 2,500, and Loki generously met the other half to make it happen. I haven't had those incentives the last 2 years. So it just amazes me that everyone still comes together and does it. So
Any downside to this besides your mental health
Mhm.
and
the drama, the drama, the drama that oh my goodness.
you know, drama had to get brought up at some point, ladies and gentlemen. This is YouTube talk.
It is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
Oh my goodness.
So
What do you
hit
want to
us-
know? What do you
hit
want
us
to know?
with it.
How about
Hit us
you
with
ask
it.
me questions so I'll be good?
Okay. Let's see. What has happened, on the other side of that? What's happened that you just never saw coming? I mean, is it, how people have acted, or did,
People have acted. People upset that a prize didn't get there as soon as possible.
Wait. Hold on 1 second. Charity. This is charity, ladies and gentlemen. This is not like, oh well, I've got a raffle that I'm doing or something and I'm keeping no, this is charity. And someone threw a fit about something not getting there on time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's
And
bananas.
I even assured them it was a handmade item. I'll spare names. It was a handmade item, and it was just over and over again. And I'm not gonna. Everyone has a different opinion about this. I felt like it was a threat to my charity with this statement. It was said to me, well, this could look really bad on you and your charity if, this doesn't get like I don't get this item. Even though I had assured
That's
them I would buy the item from Disney, not handmade, if it wasn't done. After I've already assured them I will make this right myself, I still got that thrown back at me. So, yeah, that's resolved. That was a couple of years ago. I've had sponsors get upset because they won something when they wanted to win something else, and there was that. And in the end of last year, this really didn't have to do with the drama, but I was kind of accused of doxing someone. This was after the charity was done, over with. Mary's on vacation, not even on YouTube, and apparently I went in and doxed someone on a live stream. So that is why I almost left YouTube last year, because I was just done. I can't deal with it anymore sometimes.
Mamas get the drama. Passive aggressive. Broken entertainment's like hit the new. This is crazy. It's crazy that you would have to deal. I mean, it's a charity. It's a charity thing. It's not like it's like, oh well, I pulled this charity out of my butt and created. No, you're doing this charity event for Extra Life.
Mhm.
And these kids. So it's not something that's like, well, you're hosting the event, you're a host, and it's going to this charity drive. And that charity drive is allocating the funds to a certain hospital of your choice.
Mhm.
And people still act like
Hooligans.
Well, to me, it seems more like Karen's going to the department store instead of actually giving charity. That here's the item that I want and here's the money for it, instead of actually giving a little bit so that somebody else can have. They were shopping for prizes. It wasn't actual charity to them.
Right.
Frustrating.
Why not just buy the damn item?
Right.
Well, some of it was handmade. So I mean, some of it was stuff you couldn't get. 24 donated the signed comic last year, so some of that is. But
it's a charity.
mhm.
I'm sorry. I'm just having like this horrible, like, it's a charity. Maybe I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yes, Mark, be silent.
It's a lack
apparently
of
Mark knows this story. Apparently,
God.
I'm just finding it
I
very
have to keep
difficult.
Mark in check. Mark. I have to keep Mark in check.
Is
Like,
that even
don't.
possible?
Not really. Sometimes.
With the angriest wrench on the
Yeah.
internet?
I've let it go, and that's what I need anyone involved with my channel to do. It's fine. They can let them. I have it tattooed on my arm now. Let them.
Mahogany Draws, what's up, brother? Good morning. He says, hey everyone. I'm blown away. I'm absolutely blown away. It's charity.
Mhm.
I don't understand. Maybe it's just impossible for me to comprehend, but it's charity.
I can't. Well, and on top of it, I can't tell you how many times I've won something, and I didn't get it. Not because I don't think they didn't send it, but because it got lost in the mail or something. Like, it's happened to me so many times. I don't care. I just showed up to have fun and do something. I happen to win something. Who cares? Some people are just out to get stuff. That's just the bottom line.
Okay. Wow.
So.
Adega, what do you think about this?
I think it is a misunderstanding by people with limited minds being able to understand what charity actually represents when they spend most of their lives being pseudo narcissistic on what do I get? How do I get? How do I do this? What's for me? What's in for my family? Instead of, I have a little extra skill, I have a little extra money, I have a little extra time that I can give to somebody else to make their lives better and walk away without even having any type of recognition. That is what charity is, as opposed to making an exchange of goods and services like any type of transaction. You think you go
Exactly.
to like a restaurant and you have bad service and you throw a fit. Well, this isn't like that. This isn't going to a restaurant where you should be expected to serve. This is where you see the person on the street with the cup and you don't say, hey, get up and dance for me. Come mow my lawn. I'll give you $5. It's no, that person's down on their luck. And we're not talking, I'm not going to get judgmental because someone's an alcoholic, what have you. Just, it's for the point of the message. It's because you have extra. You're grateful you have extra. And you can give whatever that extra is. Like I said, time, talents, money, doesn't matter. That is what charity is. If it isn't on that, then it isn't charity. It's looking for an exchange. And that's not the point. It's not about trying to make yourself feel better. It's not about trying to satisfy that narcissism. It's not about trying to get extra services for yourself. It's about making somebody else's life a little bit better for no reason whatsoever.
Right.
So, thank you, Monkey Jeebus. Thank you, brother. I hope you find a place, bro. I hope you find a place quickly and it's a good place to be. Thank you anyway. Thank you for just saying something, for being here and for listening, brother. That means so much to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever think we're like, oh my God, you must donate. Every
right. And
donation is appreciated. But
I've always said sharing is caring. So if you can't donate monetarily, get it out there so that someone could. The support is what I appreciate the most.
Yeah, Mark's absolutely right. 100%. You want to make a difference. You want to help. Maybe you were down on your luck. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if the ones that throw a fit have never been to a point where they've been like that down on their luck that they haven't had anything.
I don't know. And then last year I had a little bit of trolling during the charity marathon. So if everything changes from year to year. There's rules. There's now I just don't even show the donors on my page. Like, I won't show the names because last year it started that I was going to be called Big Mama Fortnite. Well, I'm sure y'all know that Mary didn't want to be called Big Mama Fortnite.
Nobody likes
So
Fortnite.
I said y'all could call me Bad Mama Fortnite. I think I was okay, but I wasn't okay with the word big. I'm a chunky girl, so nobody wants to be called big. And then they started donating with different names, and eventually one became morbidly obese Fortnite. So that actually donated to my charity last year, that name. So
Uh-uh.
I shut the names off, so no one can see who donates now anyway. So if you're trying to donate and have your name out there to, oh, look at me, it's not going to happen. I shut you down. So every year it's something different. And it's just what you have to deal with if you want to do it.
Yeah, and you may have less donations because of those type of things. Or like the stuff that I've seen, that maybe it scared someone away. But um, sorry that you feel that way. But
Yeah.
this is for somebody else. This is outside of us.
Right. So you think I should put the names back on?
No.
Okay. Okay. You think
No.
It'll just happen again. That's what they'll be. That's what they'll be aimed at. Is just, oh well, she doesn't like when I put this weird name on there, so that's exactly what I'll do, just to get you to go back and take the time to put it back the way it was. I'll just leave it the way it is.
And some people, it's a small group, but there are some people that will completely go out of their way and do everything possible to try and draw attention to them in some way, shape, or form, whether it's directly or indirectly, because they have caused something, started something, made something look silly. And, even if their name isn't attached to it, for some reason they get off on causing something bizarre like that. So it's just as well to leave that door shut.
Yep.
Someone donated double what was donated with the Fortnite thing.
No, I think he's talking about you, Loki. I think he's talking about.
Oh,
the
you
year
shut
that
your mouth, Chris. We don't discuss that.
I already mentioned it a little bit, but yes, in 21, Loki promised to match the funds up to $2,500, and we made that happen. And Mark got his head shaved.
So, I was working on something, and I was like, you know what? It's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. I'm putting positive energy is going out in the universe. This is gonna happen, and then it didn't happen. And I was like, I've made this commitment to do this. I'm going to do this, and I had already decided I was gonna sell my car. I had a Dodge SRT8 Charger. If y'all know what that is, you know what kind of money I was looking at. So I sold my car, and Mary got her money.
Yep. I found that out after the fact, and I was like, what? Well, you said you sold your car. I was like, Loki, did you sell your car to make that? He was like, well, yes.
I was already going to sell it.
Yeah.
I was already going to sell it. So, I was already going to sell it. What happened that led to that was an unfortunate tale of events, but it happened the way it happened, and I was 100% sure that I would have the money through what I was working on. It didn't happen. It didn't go down like that. I was like, holy shit. And I was already planning on selling my car. So I was like, I said I'd do it. I did it. That's what you do.
Yep.
So you follow through with your obligation.
So all you Loki haters out there that, think Loki's a piece of shit, there you go, right there. Absolutely. And that right there is one of the reasons that I will never turn my back. Like, I know that you are a legit person. Like, that right there alone. On top of
We're not supposed to be talking about me.
I'm on your show. Loki's running this. Of course I am.
It is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
Drama.
YouTube talk. Yeah.
God help me. Adega, tell us. I don't know, something. We're on YouTube talk. You gotta have a story of drama, betrayal, revenge. I feel like I'm about to start The Princess Bride.
You know what? Most of these things I forget. The only one I remember is the one that you keep bringing up with the guy I was doing the show with, and he got with that. It was some YouTube coach showing people this is how you make money. And he wasn't even a big wig anyway. He didn't have he had a bigger crowd than we do, but it wasn't phenomenal. He wasn't in the multi-millions, it was just some guy grifting other people that had a name for himself and a supposed friend. That's where you could see where friends are. They always say that if you have to move, the real friends show up to help box things and move things. And when push came to shove, it was just it's your friend on the show or supposed friend or $1, and he went for the $1 and it didn't pay off for him. I don't just you know how I am, Loki. I walk away from it and forget about it. I try not to burn any bridges unless I absolutely have to. And that one I kind of did. That won't be used again. And then you also know there's a lot of instances where there could have been drama that I could have got involved in, and I don't have the time for it. So I think it's from years of experience, listening to other people's stories in my office, and there's a lot of energy that gets sucked out of people when they indulge themselves in things of drama, and some people feed off of it because they could suck other people's energy, and it's like a food form. Well, I'm not going to feed the bear.
Right.
So most of these, I'm sure there's a few that if someone reminded me, I could remember, but sorry, Loki, I don't have any great stories for you other than the ones that you bring up, because I literally put them so far in the back of my mind. It's when my family gets upset with me sometimes because my outlook on things is trust first, even if there is a threat of being betrayed or let down. Let them expose themselves. When they do, you just walk away. There's nothing lost. They always say, well, this person's going to do that. I said, maybe, but I'm going to give them a chance not to. And I've always been that way. But I don't hold any grudges for the most part. I just let it go. So, like I said, if there's drama, Loki will know about it and he can bring it up, but I don't. I don't
You let it
hold
go.
it hard. Yeah, I don't hold any ill
Don't
will
let
to
it
just
consume
about
you.
anybody,
Yeah.
For me, that's a waste of not only time and effort, but it's my own self. If I want to be the better person, I got to act like the better person and not hold any grudges, So I guess sorry, it's not great for Wednesday drama, but that's just the way it is.
Oh, I've got a story. I'll share.
It's great advice, though.
Here is one thing, though. If it's to me, it's one thing. If it goes to you, goes to Loki, goes to anyone else in the chat, I am going to be the first one there with the biggest spiked bat in one hand and a small nuclear device in my backhand. And there will be no relenting until there is either an offender running away or apologizing to my friend who got hurt. Period. Me, I don't care.
Yeah.
Penny, yes, there's a comment. There's a comment that's pinned by Mark, and it's in the description of this stream. So you can find it. You can find the description there. Of course, Adega would be standing there with a fission bomb and a bat.
Right.
So, and to add to that, like my dad has always said, never argue with a pig. And I'm not saying everybody's pigs. I'm just saying when it comes to drama and things, never argue with the pig, because all that happens is you and the pig gets dirty and the pig likes it. So that's kind of the outlook I take it on drama, is just let it go. It's not worth consuming your brain. It's not worth your time and effort, especially if you didn't do anything. Don't get in the middle of it. Let it go.
Let it go. Let it
And
go.
as that's tattooed on my arm now, let them. Just let them do what they need to do, what they feel they need to do. And it doesn't have to involve you.
Monkey Jeebus says, I don't trust anybody anymore. I got scammed by a 50K and then the car accident. I'm just a bag flowing in the wind and just take every day as a new VS. It never ends. All you can do is go with it. You can change things, Monkey. After my motorcycle accident, argue with pig, you usually get arrested.
The reason
That's
why I highlight that is because it's Papa, and for some reason it makes me think that he knows this by experience.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Imagine he does.
But it works the same way with the trolls. That's all the trolls want you to do is like, guys, I've asked people, why do you go back and forth? Like on Twitter, like, why do you go back and forth with them? That's what they want. I think one of the biggest things with my little troubles is that I just ignored these people. I did not acknowledge their existence. I acted like they didn't exist. If they came in my chat, I did not say hello to them. And I think that ate them up more than anything.
Yeah.
So that's my advice. Don't mess with the trolls and don't argue with the pigs.
I like messing with him though. So I'll tell y'all. I'll tell y'all a funny little story. You may have heard this before. I don't know, but it involves this man down here. So me and Adega were on this show, and I mean we were just having a good time. We were having an absolutely wonderful time. We were laughing. It was funny. The show took off. It had hundreds and hundreds of views, more views than this person had ever gotten before on a live stream. It was hot. It was 3 hours of just fun and laughs, and everybody was having a good time.
You know, the funny thing about it too was it was a show about a comedy,
Yeah,
which makes
yeah,
it
it
even
was.
more ironic.
It's a show about a comedy movie, and me and Adega the next week got put in a corner and told, "You will not have fun on this show." No, I'm not kidding. You will not have fun on this show. You will not laugh. I am writing bullet points and step by step discussions that we will have. Like they were going to script everything out because they just had the most successful off the rails show they had ever had. And I was just like, you can't help people that don't want to, that aren't here for fun. They're here for their own agenda. They're here for their own thing. They're not here to have a good time. And that's when really I was starting, I really got the whole thing of you need to enjoy this and you need to have a good time. If you don't, if you're not into that, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe live stream isn't for you. Maybe do your scripted little uploads and just do that. Don't worry about live streaming if you can't have a good time. If you can't enjoy yourself. If you've got to be so just puppeteering the whole time.
Now, see, that's one of the things where I completely forgot because I could go into a chat room or anything or anywhere or anytime and still converse with the person. But it does expose something because you know of subsequent things that had happened, that it wasn't about having a good time. It was about that person was no longer the center, wasn't in control. It was no longer all about him because there was two people having a great time making all kinds of jokes. And I can't believe how much of the comedian you pulled out of me on that day. I'm normally not like that. So it was a riot. But again, it was his loss of control and loss of the spotlight that made him angry. Because again, later on, we know what happened with the manifesto and everything else. It was the lack of his spotlight being on his channel. So,
Yep. And control, lack of control and the spotlight. Yeah.
Grim said that the link was not working that was pinned. I think Chris redid it if you want to repin that one.
Okay. Pin link. Okay. Is it the pin linked in replace pin message? Is the pin link in chat or is it the link I put out in the description?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the one in the description. Chris redid it at 8:48. I see it up there. Let me look at the description.
Okay, the pin one takes you there. The one in the description took me there last night.
Then it should work. Let's see. Yep, it does. So the one in the
Okay.
description works as well. So
Okay.
I don't know what
Okay.
happened with Mark's link. Mark,
Okay.
update your link.
But yeah, it's things like that that just make you go like, what am I doing here, and why am I here? If it's just, and I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be on a live stream where everything is scripted and fake. It's just not my thing. And I told the person this. I said, look, I don't do scripted this, and I don't do that's not what I'm here for. And,
Loki don't play by no rules.
well, it's not really that. I can watch my mouth. That's fine. If someone's like, "Hey, look, we'd like you to come by," I do that. I do that every Wednesday over on that gameplay. So I watch my mouth. I'm careful what I say. I do that usually on Popsies. Every once in a while, something flies out, but I do my very best to watch my mouth and watch what I say, because there are certain things some people don't want said on their channel. I have absolutely no problem with that. Having a list of bullet points and a like, this is the way you need to respond. No, that's someone writing a script, and that's me being fake. I'm not going to be fake. I can watch my mouth out of respect for the channel owner. I'm not gonna read off a script. I'm sorry. That's just me.
That's too bad. I want to go to the movie someday when it's a bad movie. You expect a good movie, and I can see you cut loose completely. I want to see the popcorn fly in the air, the people 2 rows down feeling your soda just splashed all over the place. I want to see blood and fury coming out of your eyes. And my life would be complete at that point.
Well, you may see that, because I'm gonna go see Alien.
Yeah, I heard some
Limitless.
bad things last night about that. So
I heard some good things too. I heard the trilogy is finally complete. And when I heard that, I went, "Oh my Lord. Could it be that good? We're going to be good, y'all. We're going to be so good, you're going to get tired of us being good."
Well, I saw the animatronic alien, and I thought, wow, that is so superior to CGI.
Yeah, isn't it?
Mhm.
Isn't it? They've got a guy in a suit. They've got the animatronics. They've got actual practical effects. So I'm ready, man. It better be good. It better be good. I better be impressed. I better have a good time. I want to see everybody get taken out. I want to see that last girl trying to be Ripley, like, and then the alien, and that's the end of the movie. Or she escapes. Dun, 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 dun. She gets on the ship. The alien's like, and the station blows up, and she's like, and goes to like getting her little cryo thing, and yeah, I'm all of them. I want them all gone. All the dumb teenagers that were like, let's go to a space station and steal something. I want them all to get it. This is what you get for being devious little shits. That's what I want.
it can't be as good as Deadpool and Wolverine.
No, I don't think you can. But I want it to be good. And that's exactly Project. That's a bold claim. The trilogy is finally complete. That is a bold claim, especially coming out of Disney. Lord,
Are
help
you
me.
getting the popcorn bucket?
Yes. Yep. I'm gonna get one for me, and I'm gonna get one for Zeropium, and send it to him when I send him the alien head that Sean Estep sent. So he'll get two. He'll get two packages. Loki, does that mean that you know where Zeropium lives? Right now he's going, "You son of a bitch."
while eating Timbit.
Mm-hmm.
If he's watching.
And drinking maple syrup. I don't think he does that anymore. He used to.
Drink maple syrup?
Because he's Canadian. You know, it was always Canadian bacon. What are you doing? Oh, I'm eating. What are you eating? Canadian bacon and drinking maple syrup? It's not funny, dude. Sure, it's not. We absolutely punked him. God, was it his first year? As soon as he became a moderator, his first year. This was way back in the day when I first met him. We pulled him into a room, and it was like, yeah, we've had a complaint from someone that said you wanted to put bacon, Canadian bacon on their nipples and pour maple syrup over them. And he was like, oh, and ever since then, we've just, Canadian bacon and drinking maple syrup. He was son of a bitch. I think Zeropium just bathes in maple syrup these days. Oh, yeah. It's his thing. It's
his new cologne scent.
So, Mary, what do you got? What events do you got coming up before we get out of here? Because we only got like 5 minutes left.
I wouldn't say they're really events, but I do stream. I stream Mondays at 5 Central usually. And I just kind of promote the charity during. It's not really an event. I'm trying to maybe squeeze in a Saturday. I don't think I'll bring Wednesdays back. It's just I haven't streamed on a Wednesday in a very long time. So I have my schedule on my Twitter, so just watch out for Twitter, and I always tag a couple people when I go live. So event wise, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I need to do something. Maybe I'll do something when Apollo Me sends me that picture, and we'll get it rocking. So but we'll just donate, and then it'll be given. Maybe I'll give it away to the hospital in that person's honor or something if they win it or something. I got to figure out something. So.
All right.
But yeah, we're just catch me streaming. We will be doing the 24-hour thing. I just haven't scheduled it or planned a time. I've got a lot of personal things all up in the air at the moment. So.
And you've got karaoke, right?
On Deliciously Evil, yes. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do the next one, but yes, I do karaoke on the Deliciously Evil channel. And I'm gonna start some stuff on that too, some other things, but I'm gonna wait till the charities finish this year. Mark and I may play I think it's called Outbreak or something.
Okay.
It's kind of like It Takes Two, but we're in a prison. Trying to break out of prison. But it it was I think it's called Outbreak or
I know what you're talking about. It's an EA game. They came out with that a long time ago. Yeah.
It's been out. But I got it when I got It Takes Two, and it's similar setup. But I looked at it and it's rated mature, and I think it's got some stuff in it. So I don't want to do that on Mary's Game Room. I try to keep Mary's Game Room PG. Like if my nephews and nieces ever watched it, I want them to be able to just watch it and not have to worry about anything. If I do anything like that on there, I usually put NSFW on it just so people know. But
okay, all right.
Yeah, so we'll probably do that on the other channel eventually.
Adega.
Yes.
What do you got?
Hemorrhoids, seborrhea, psoriasis, dandruff, lice, fleas, ticks. Yeah, the usual. No. Nothing real exciting. Hopefully we'll see about hanging out on Thursday night. Paige is finishing up the cover text. Everything's done for The Reach, which is a standalone book, and I still hail this because I've had a few people say it's one of the best books they've ever read. So The Reach, any day. I can't give you a time, so it should be out. A Sunday I do my shows if I can get everything. It's getting a little tougher to get things ready for Sundays, but I will keep plugging along to make sure the last book is done. It's a huge book. It's the biggest one I've ever done, and so keep working on that. But other than that, I'm just gonna hang out here and watch you fools play around in the absurdity of life.
And that's what we do best. Ladies and gentlemen, do not miss Mahogany Draws. He's coming up next after the show on the morning block. I want to thank Mary so very much for taking the time to come and hang out with us. Adega Outlaw, same to you, brother. Thank you for taking the time to be here this morning. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. Thank you. We're going to get out of here. Like I said, Mahogany's coming up. I should be over on that game place later today. I might be late. I don't know. I got a whole bunch of stuff I got to run around and do before I get there. And they're going an hour early. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Guys, thank you so very much for being here. Take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to honor. And we'll see you on the next one. We're going to get out of here.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.
Awesome.
We're still here. We're still alive.
Did it not?
We're still alive.